Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Central Maryland. So I am back this week with a new project. Actually, it's two projects. We're going to make a gift bag using Designer Series paper, affectionately known as DSP, and a gift tag using the Ice Cream Swirl dies. Neither of these projects have stamping, so it's really cool. A no stamping project. Now I'm going to turn the camera around. If you get ill from the movement, look away because the camera's moving. And I'll bring the camera up. And my head, you'll see that. So turn the camera around so you can see my workspace. Tilt it a little bit. Let's see, that might work. Okay, and let me get myself situated on my laptop. You'll see my mouse. Okay, where am I? Oh, something is wrong. No, that was a previous. Let's see. Technology, don't you love it? Anyway, you can take a look at this gift bag. There it is. Okay, now, okay, we're all good to go. So this is a gift bag that I made from one sheet of 12 by 12 DSP. And so I'm going to recreate it here. Now this paper is it came from Celebration back in the spring or January and February. It was called Softly Stippled. So you can't get this paper anymore, and actually the sample will be used and also use the same paper pack, but just a different pattern. And this bag takes two pieces of 12 by 12. Well, right now Stampin' Up! Is having a sale on selected DSPs, and there are 12 by 12 varieties on sale, 15% off. So you should head over to my online store and purchase some so you can make this bag. So here's the bag. Let me bring in my template that I'm going to use. So this was my template. So I have two pieces of DSP, 12 by 12. The first thing you do is you score 2 inches across the top. So if you have a pattern that has a direction, I kind of feel like these flowers were at the top. You want to put that 2-inch part or 2-inch score at the top on both pieces. And then you're going to score 3 inches on the other sides. So 3 inches here, 3 inches here, and then 3 inches at the bottom. So 2 at the top, 3, 3, and 3. And then once you do that, then you cut them. So the first, this side, you only cut with the 2 inches at the top, you cut the 3-inch squares in the corners out. So that's one side. And then on the other side of the bag, you cut along the score line and make a little wedge. You cut straight on the score line and then wedge up to where the score lines meet. Straight. Anyway, I'm going to show you this. And when the piece that you have taken out the 3-inch squares in the corners, you're going to put a piece of cardstock. So this is my template. Let me bring in my paper that I'm actually going to make my bag with. So again, the 2-inch side goes at the top. I'm going to cut. Now this has been scored. It's very difficult to see. I don't know if you can see on this side maybe. There's a 3-inch score here at the bottom, and that's where I'm going to cut out. There's a score, and there's a score line. So I'm going to cut these 3-inch squares out. And I'm just folding it so you can see what I'm doing. So there's a score line. I'm trying to get this in here so you can see. Like I can see. Alright. So along that score line, straight, and then on this score line, need it. So my 3-inch square, I'm going to cut that out and save that for another project. If you're not into saving scraps, then I guess you could toss it. So now on this score line, I'm cutting up to the where it meets in the corner there. And then this score line, let me fold it so I can see it. And you can see it. I use my paper snips. Cut this one out. So, alright. That's our template. 2 squares. And then on the second sheet, again at the bottom at the 3-inch score line, with the 2 inches at the top, I'm going to cut and meet that score line straight across, and then I'm going to wedge this one just to make it easier so it's not so bulky when we fold the bottom of our bag. So the 3-inch end will be the bottom of our bag. So find that score line, so hard to see. Yeah, this pattern is not the best for I can see it now. Straight to the score line and then cut a little wedge. There. Okay, so now we follow the template. The next part is I want to reinforce my base. So I have this piece of cardstock and it's 3 inches by 6 inches. I'll have all the measurements on my blog, so you can head over there to Stampin Up, stampinghairblogspot.com. Now I want this pool party pattern to be on the outside, so this wild wheat pattern is on the inside, and I'm going to, that's why I cut a piece of wild wheat. We'll put it right on that flap. It should be exactly the same size. So I can use my liquid glue. So no stamping on this gift bag needed to create it. So just put that flap right on top. Perfect. Okay. Now, and this is the inside of our bag. So with the 2-inch top, that's the top part of our gift bag, a 2-inch score. So I'm going to fold that down. I actually use my bone folder to crisp that score line up. Okay, so that's one half of our bag. And then for the other half of our bag, the same thing. I'm going to fold that 2-inch score line down, and this will become the top of our bag. So let me just press that up. Now we're going to join our bag together. So these two sides. So with the side that we put the reinforcement on the cardstock, we're going to glue our bag bottom right to that. So I'm just going to fold this over for a minute. And again, use my liquid glue. And so this bag, I like that it has this reinforced bottom, so things won't just drop out. So just cover that with the paper, and we're going to secure that there. And now our bag. This is the bottom, and then we can fold our sides in along those 3-inch score lines. That's my boom folder. Crisp that up. This is our flap for the bottom of our bag. Score that. Crisp that up. Let's get this. Okay, so that's part of our bag. It's coming together quickly, and then fold on this 3-inch score line. Crisp that up. And then the last score line, this 3-inch piece here. Alright, so there, our bag is ready to come together as such. So that, but before I go much further, I want to, it has handles, it has ribbon handles, and I punched the holes in them, and I made myself a little jig. Let's see if I can find it now. Oh. So here's my little jig. And the way I'm going to do that, I'll fold my bag up. And here's my jig. So this fits 6 inches, this piece of cardstock. And then I decided where I wanted my holes. Let me bring my marker in. So I know where I want to punch my holes. So on that side is where my holes are going to be for my ribbon. And then on this side, the same thing. Let me put my jig in there. That looks about right. And now we can assemble this bag. So I'm going to put the flap up, like, actually, I think this side goes like that, and then I'll bring the flap up and secure the other side. So the flap is between the two edges. That's what I'm going to do. So I've decided to use tear-in tape because this is a very sticky adhesive, and it'll just give some sturdiness to the bag so the sides won't fling out or fall out. Let me do the same on this. So 3 pieces. I think that will hold it pretty well. So this is a great time to buy designer series paper with the sale going on until the end of August. And save 15%, and you can make yourself some gift bags. There's a lot of variety of paper patterns, and I'm going to put this like so, fold up, and then we'll do this side. And you get 12 sheets in each pack, so you could make 6 bags. And so whenever you need a gift bag, you'll always be ready. Put this one up, good. And now these sides will come in like so. So I'm going to put some think I'm gonna put run 2 long strips. My tear and tape. And so the thing about this tear and tape, it has a paper topper to it. You just run it along and then you can break it. You don't, no need to use your scissors. So I want to get close to that score line, but not right on it. Like that. And I'll do this side. So, and then just tear it off. You can also use your bone folder. You can cut it if you like. I just find it easy to do as the name says and tear it. Okay. And then I found that if you use your bone folder and kind of burnish it, the covers come off easier. So I'm going to take this cover off completely, and this one I'm going to do about halfway and fold it out. So fold that over, and then I can do this last by just pulling this strip out like so. I'll do the same with this side. I need to burnish it. That just makes sure that the glue is pushed down onto the paper and easier to bring off this covering. So I'll do it halfway down and then fold it out and use that as a pull tab. So bring that fold over, and then we pull this, and there. Our gift bag is completed, and now it's time to put on the ribbon handles. So I have some retired ribbon, organza ribbon, and you need 20 inches twice, and 20 inches for each handle. So I've just used my grid paper and marked that out, and now since I've done it, I can just match the other and cut it the same length, the other piece of ribbon. There we go. And we got a ribbon cut out, and now I need my hole puncher. And this is a 1/8 hole punch, and it's retired, but I love it, so I still have it. You could also use take your pick tool. So I'm just gonna punch right on top of where I made my marks. One side, I'll turn it over and do the second. And I think that's it. Okay. So feed my ribbon through. This ribbon is kind of sturdy, so I can like put a corner through and pull it. I'm going to tie a knot at the end of it so it won't pull through the hole I just punched. So there's my knot from one end, and then my handle, get my ribbon going all the same direction. Now this one I did put a cut it at an angle so I could feed that through maybe a little bit easier. It's really hard to do when you have a camera in my way, my head, my hands. There we go. Okay, we Make sure our ribbon is not twisted up. Very nice. Pull this through, and I'll tie a knot. Okay. Then make the knot big enough that it won't pass through that hole. And I'll do the same for this. But I wanted to move on, but I'll finish it up off camera. So there's my gift bag. Now for my gift bag, I wanted to make a tag. So I used some cardstock and my Ice Cream Swirl dies. I used this one to cut Pool Party. And then this die, I used Coastal Cabana. And then this die, along with this one cuts, and this one embosses. So you can do it one piece all at the same time. And that's how I got this embossed ice cream cone base. So I've already have my pieces here, and we can just jump right in and make this tag. That's the Ice Cream Swirl bundle. So this already comes pre-scored. This is pecan pie. And then I'm going to adhere this die cut out of the Coastal Cabana. I'm just going to put a little glue at the edges to tack it down, and then more glue in the bigger parts. This will secure it to the base of the ice cream. It just fits right in there. Perfecto mundo. And then we're going to use some mini dimensionals. Use my bone folder to crisp up that edge. And take my mini dimensionals out here. And this is going to go right towards the edge, so I can just put them across on top of the cone. Is that one hanging over? No, perfect. Okay. Then remove these covers. You know, the bane of my existence. I think every video I make, I talk about these covers. And it might be my own fault for using dimensionals, but I am the queen of dimensionals. There's very few projects I make that don't have dimensionals. And then this is going to come right on top, like that. And the last thing I'm going to do is, again with my hole punch, I'm going to punch a hole up here at the top. So, and use some baker's twine. Everything is discombobulated. So if you're enjoying this project, I hope that you will like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am in a challenge to grow my channel subscribers, and that's why I'm going live every week. And then this is like 2 months I've been doing this. Let me see, I think 8 inches. I can't quite remember how much I did, but let's try 8. This is the Baker's Twine Essentials, and I believe this is a crumb cake. There's also white, black, and vanilla, granite gray. And I'm going to feed both of these edge ends through and then loop it around to make my tag. Right through. And if you have floss threaders, this would be perfect for a floss threader. They're these little doohickey things that people with braces use to put the floss so they can floss when they have braces. And they're almost like a needle threader. Ooh. Oh my gosh, look at me go. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We'll get there, we'll get there. So put these together. And a needle threader. Feed this through. There we go. Oh, nice. And then I'm going to, so then we have a tag, and it matches the bag. So nice little gift bag and tag set. Like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Facebook. Stamping is fun. And until next time, remember, stamping is fun. See you later. Bye.